Hi, I'm Carmen Chammas. I'm your astrologer. Today, everything seems to be quite brilliant, quite beautiful, because we have a trine between the moon, which is in Leo, a fire trine, a fire sign, and we also have Mars, Saturn and Neptune are in trine to this moon. So basically, this moon is kind of empowered. However, the sun is squaring this moon. So basically, you have some of you need to be more careful than others. In general, this is a beautiful day for the fire signs, definitely. We're talking about Aries, Leo, and also Sagittarius. Slow for Virgo, you need to be careful. Also, it can be beautiful, let's say, for Geminis, also for Libras. Okay, so how's it going to be for all signs? Let's hear the details. Aries, a beautiful day, of course, with the moon in a trine with your sign. Definitely it empowers you as if you needed more empowerment. Even with Mars, your ruling planet is in your sign, empowering you to the maximum. So this day by per se, let's say, is not only smoothly going, it is kind of energetically moving. So you have to be careful what you do, how you handle this great energy. If you were born on the 1st or 2nd of April, please be careful. Planet Mars is near your birthday. It can cause or attract some trouble. Taurus, so basically this moon squares your sign. However, this moon is in trine with other planets, as I said in the introduction. So basically it can work somehow to your favor. This may not be the case to each and every one of you, Taurus, but still you need to make plans. You need to sort things out. You need to organize your schedule for Saturday also. So in all cases, if you feel a little bit emotional, try to not to fixate on that. Okay, you all we have to do is try to push aside any negative thoughts. There may be some family or personal engagements, which is really great. Moving now to Gemini. Gemini, Venus is now in your sign, so this is a great sign, okay, that things should be plus or minus okay when Uranus reaches your sign on Sunday. But in all cases, all Geminis need to prepare for the visit of Uranus, which is a long visit actually, but I will be talking about that later on. So Venus is now in your sign. It's the first day, and this is super great. The moon also will be helpful from Leo, which will empower you mentally and physically, meaning that you can actually get things done. The only problem is the sun in Taurus, which makes you or puts you sometimes in that mood where you feel tired, lazy, sleepy, this kind of thing. Otherwise, it should be okay. With Venus in your sign, the luckiest are those born on the 21st, 22nd of May. Moving now to Cancer. So Cancer, I think this is a beautiful day. Why? Because we have the moon, which is in Leo, and it is your ruling planet is in three trines, which is super perfect. Also, the sun in Taurus is very beautiful for you, and this whole combination of planets is super perfect. We don't forget, of course, Jupiter in your sign. So basically, this is a great day, very creative, actually. Creative meaning you are creative, very insightful, you're very much incited, or you got really inspired. And I think you can do great. Just make sure that whatever effort you put goes in the right direction. Now we move to Leo, which is a very lucky sign today, empowered by three trines from Saturn, Neptune, and Mars. I think you can do great. You have the ability to move mountains today. Super empowered. Nothing can stand in your way. Even the sun, which is squaring your sign, is in the 10th house, which is the house of fame. So basically you can actually reach the top, but you have to know that you don't want to burn bridges behind you. You don't want to do that. You have to keep relations with people. You have to be kind of interested in helping others, keep an engagement with a teamwork if possible. The moon in your sign will help you to make some big decisions, big maybe movements. Definitely there is a move. Probably you will get an answer. Probably you get a positive answer. Probably you start or take the initiative to do something different and new. Moving now to Virgo, so it is a slow day. Take it as it is. No need to complain, no need to nag. I think you should take it easy. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything will be sorted out starting Sunday. So basically, it is every sign gets 2 days of delays, of maybe disappointments, not necessarily disappointed, but in all cases, you need plan B just in case, because some of you may have big plans. So just take it easy, not make big decisions, not the time. Don't decide on anything, not the time. Wait for the moon to reach your sign. Moving now to Libra. So Libra, this is a fine day, of course. The sun is helpful. The moon is very helpful. I think you can do great. You lack nothing. You lack nothing. You have everything needed to get things done. And I think you will be very happy with this beautiful day. Of course, Friday is better, easier, smoother than Wednesday and Thursday. So this is your chance to catch up with your work. Moving now to Scorpio, so basically this is kind of a complicated kind of day, especially if you have something important to do. We have, let's say, the moon. Let's start with the sun. The sun is opposing your sign, so basically this is not a good idea. No, it's not a good idea to launch a project with also the moon squaring your sign. So basically this is kind of an invitation, maybe for a complication, for a problem at work, with people in authority, with people you really appreciate, with people that you are kind of one-to-one, you know, maybe with your partner. So please be careful. This is not an easy day. It's a very tricky kind of day. So be careful, stay away from troubles. Not today. Sagittarius, I like this day, definitely, with trines, 3 trines to the moon. I think you should be quite happy. And also, all these trines serve you. They all are in trine with your sign. So basically, this is a very happy day for Sagittarius. Finally, you get the chance to feel happy, to celebrate, to maybe to change your mind, to laugh, to go out, you know. It's a beautiful time for you to be happy, to pamper yourself. So enjoy this beautiful Friday, and you also have Saturday to enjoy as well. Capricorn, so although the moon is not squaring your sign, but still it is in Leo, which means that you have things to catch up with. You have things to arrange, to fix, to put back on track. It's a Friday, and Saturday will also be the same. So you have a Friday and a Saturday for work. It may not be as troublesome as Wednesday and Thursday, but still you need to catch up with some of your work, and you need to make sure that all your papers are well organized and really on time, like nothing has expired or anything. Also, I think this is a good time for you, Capricorn, to maybe look after some of your personal issues, your relations, also your some of your, I don't know, maybe you have some kind of a hobby that you have neglected lately. Maybe this is a good time to look into that. Let's move now to Aquarius. Aquarius, this is a complicated day, astrologically speaking. It's not helpful at all. It can be ungrateful. You really need to be careful, especially if you have problems with your partner, with your spouse, with people around you. Maybe it's because of your mood, maybe of your moodiness, maybe of your emotions, or maybe just because some issues are not sorted out, and then you get a little bit more uh, tense, you know, about it, and you want actually to get things done. But today is not helpful, and if your relation is kind in trouble, maybe today comes to a full stop, so you have to be careful. Moving now to Pisces. Pisces, this is a beautiful day. I like it, but it's going to be a very long, busy day. You need to make things right. You need to be on time. Prioritize. The sun helps. It gives you great ideas. It will help you to reach good decisions, good maybe conclusions, and I think you will be fine. However, you have to prepare beforehand, because things actually may get a little bit kind of all on top of each other, like you would have to multitask at a certain moment. And this goes for Saturday, and Sunday can be worse. So please be organized, and try to wrap things up as they come. Okay. Wrapping it up with one on the 24th of April. This should be a very inviting year, very happy year. Everything revolves about personal life, personal issues, starting with health, going all the way to family members, going to your house issues, housing, going to relocation, going to getting married, settling down. It can be anything. And these things are really important, because if you're not secure on one of these issues, it can actually affect your efficiency at work or at your with your studies. So try to make these things, the ones I talked about, the important things that are under the spotlight during this year, try to resolve them. Try to be as stable, as secure emotionally as possible, and then everything will sort itself out. Believe me, everything will be more than okay. You've been through a lot of troubles in the past years, 4-5 years. Things are now turning around to your favor, bit by bit. With the great dedication, you will be able to reach the top this year. Wishing you all the best. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye bye.